FBG Bigga, how's it going?
What's going on?
Man, just sitting down with you, man. I see you out there doing your thing. You got a lot of videos dropping. That's what's up.
Yeah, the right way. Right way. I'm trying to do my shit, man. Keep this shit going. You know how this shit go.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into your story, get to know you a little bit better. What part of Chicago are you from?
And then north side, Cabrini-Green projects.
So I know a little bit about Cabrini-Greens. I seen there was a documentary on TV about it, which I'm sure you've seen. I think everybody's seen it.
The gangland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, what it was like for you there. Can you paint that picture for me?
Yeah, that's pretty easy, like shit. How can I put it to you the best way that you understand? Good times, bad times, everyday situations.
Okay. I think a lot of people think that Cabrini-Greens was torn down. Can you kind of like let the people know how, some of it might have been torn down and how all that worked?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, the red building's gone, the white building's gone, and the row house still there. And that's where I be at, Cambridge and Locust. Like, they've been tearing down the hood since like, what they say, 98? Yeah. The first building got torn down like 97, 98, if I ain't mistaken. Man, it's been an ongoing process, but now they remodeling, getting everything gentrified and all that situation right now. But for the most part, the majority of the hood gone, except for the row houses, the brown row houses in the end right now, where I be at.
Are they planning on tearing those down too?
Nah, not that I know of. They rehabbing, moving people in, moving people out. That gentrification shit makes races and all that, making it better for the community type. The whole Better Life Chicago thing.
So they're trying to kind of make it a suburb, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cabrini-Greens was a lot bigger than what it is now, I take it. There was more project buildings?
Yeah. The red ones, the white ones. Fruit house on the outskirts. Decent little land.
And what they put in place of the projects that they tore down?
Shit. $1 million houses. Condos. Parks. Target. Anything you really could think of, they got right there. Restaurants, storefronts, luxury car dealerships. It's pretty decent. Like, you could go to Target, go shopping, look for a house, get your luxury car rental, then get blew down. All in one walk. Decent little experience. You know how that shit go.
Okay, so they just built a nice little condos in place of it. Okay. So what was it like for you growing up there? What was your experiences on a day-to-day basis?
Day-to-day basis, shit. Like, outside looking in, it probably seemed like it was bad and all that, but day-to-day basis, it's like living life as a kid, growing up, having fun, flipping on mattresses, whooping ass, beating up crackheads, ding dong ditch, shit, point them out, knock them out. Anything a kid can really get into, you know what I'm saying, in American ghetto, you know how that go. Typical project shit.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
All together, like 13.
13. Wow,
Yeah.
That's a lot. I believe Duck was your brother, but we'll get into all that a little bit later. But he was one of your siblings, right?
You can say that.
Okay. I've seen in your bio that your dad was a famous drug dealer.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say famous, but Chicago bound, yeah.
Chicago famous. Hood famous.
Yeah, Chicago famous drug dealer, I guess. They got them all on them websites on their Instagram. Chicago's street legends and shit like that.
And what part of Chicago was he from?
The West Side.
At what age did he die?
95, I was 2.
You were 2 years old, okay.
Yeah.
So growing up without a dad, I take it you lived with your mom?
For sure.
Okay, and so that must have made things really hard for you, not having a dad to, be there for you, to help you, guide you through the streets, or to even help out with money or anything. How did that affect your family life with your mom and everything?
I ain't gonna lie to you. My mama made it happen. Like, you know, I ain't gonna sit up here like these other niggas and be like, we was fucked up. OG made it work. Like, come up in our area, like, your OG gonna make it happen with your pops, without your pops, or vice versa. Your pops gonna make it happen without your OG. You got both of them, that's cool. But my OG one of the ones that did her thing. She didn't do no crack, none of that. She don't do no drugs, none of that shit. So OG made it happen. I still had uncles and shit. And then my neighborhood, like, Cabrini, like, it's a big ass family to a point on my side of where I grew up at. I can't speak for like the other parts of the hood, you know, I ain't from. So for the most part, you got your OG and you know in the hood, and you got your pops. Like, you pretty grow up decent, man. You ain't no bitch for though. Damn sure ain't no bitch. You gonna be on point.
What was high school like for you?
It was cool. To be honest with you, I ain't go to Chicago public school. I got kicked out of school.
Okay, what grade did you get kicked out on?
I got kicked out of school sophomore year. All my homies done went to Wales High School. I tried to go there, they didn't let me go there. So I ended up going to a school in the suburbs, got kicked out. My shit, sophomore year, like beginning of my sophomore year. Had to go to alternative school.
Did you end up graduating?
Yeah, OG ain't playing that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I fuck with school. That's where all the hoes at. Fuck you going, if you ain't hustling or doing what you doing, ain't no point in your ass not going to school. Like, if you hustling, doing your 1-2, I understand you skipping school from time to time. But all that, just skipping school just to sit at home, that shit goofy as hell. All the hoes there, it's busting in high school. You wanna get there. You know how that shit go. Certain motherfuckers have their own reasons, but yeah, I graduated.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. At what point did you get involved in the streets?
Shit, we been gang banging 10, 11, going across the division, whooping motherfuckers' ass.
At 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's pretty young, man. What was going on at 10 years old that had you in the streets?
So you gotta think about it. You 10, you seeing all the teenagers going up there fighting motherfuckers, getting involved. So what you gonna do? You gonna see what's to this? Oh, they up here getting it popping. So instead of fighting motherfuckers that's they age, you find motherfuckers from that area that's your age, you beat their ass, fuck them up.
Was your whole family involved with the streets and everything?
You talking about my brothers and sisters and shit?
Your uncles? Yeah, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles?
It's Chicago, everybody involved. You got some motherfuckers that go to school route, some people that go to work and all that. But for the most part, outside of my mama doing her thing, going to work and make sure I'm good and make sure my people's good, brothers, they from different areas in Chicago, different project areas, different gangs and different shit like that. So what they was doing, I was doing what I was doing. Like a lot of my siblings, the whole 13, 14 siblings, them on my daddy side of the family. I grew up just me and my mama for damn near till I was like 12. So everything that was going on with me was just me and my homies.
Being in the streets and seeing different things, you know, with your family and everybody, at one point you're probably gonna end up in jail. At what age did you first go to jail at?
My first time, I've been getting arrested, shit. So I was like 11, 12. But no, my first time getting arrested, I was 9. Fucking around at Best Buy. My homie Deli G. Free Deli G, by the way. These folks locked up now. But yeah, I got locked up when I was like 9 for a BG CD. Bogus ass CD. That shit was hitting on nothing. Oh, bro. But I've been to jail a few times though after that though, like getting arrested and all like that. But first time like going to jail, prison, Cook County and shit like that. Let me see, I was 18. Bonded right out. My first time doing a bid I was 21. Day after my birthday, actually.
What'd you go to jail for at 18?
Disorderly conduct, resisting arrest on a peace officer, and Some more little minor bullshit. It wasn't nothing major.
And now you go to jail, you get out of jail, and at any point do you get a regular job?
Yeah, I worked a few regular jobs. That shit wasn't for me.
Where'd you work at?
Shit, a lot of places I worked at, man. Steak and Shake. They try to make motherfucker cut their face and all that shit. That shit didn't work. Warehouses and shit. I kept on beating up Mexicans and shit. That shit didn't work. You feel me? A lot of temp services and shit like, I can't work with Mexicans. I can hang with them, but I can't work with Mexicans. They be talking in their Spanish, and I have to, you know what I'm saying, beat on their nugget. So, the job thing was really out the picture when you keep getting the tool and whooping motherfuckers. They got an attitude problem. And I crack jokes a lot, so you can't take a joke, you'll get your ass beat.
So you got in fights at your work?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that I think everybody knows, when you're growing up in the streets, you're gonna probably see some crazy shit at some point in your life. What do you think was one of the worst situations you came across?
It's a lot of those, like I think I was like 12 when I saw one of the older guys get killed. Shit like that, like when you a kid, you see somebody get killed, like it fuck with you, but then it don't, cause it's just like that's the environment you in. So for the moment, you be thinking about that shit for a little time frame. Then after a while, you be like, that shit always happening over here. So you get used to that shit.
Man, I mean, at 12 years old, that's young to see something like that.
Yeah.
You said you thought about it. You know, what was that like? What was that experience like? Thinking about it and kind of having it run through your head.
Shit, just think about that shit. Like, I think what they call that shit now. What's PTSD? You think about that shit a lot. Go to sleep, think about that shit. But like, damn, they fucked dude up. Now you see a motherfucker get fucked up, you be like, oh, alright, shit, it what it is. But back then, you be just thinking about that shit a lot. Probably ask your cousin or ask my uncle or something like, damn, you feel me? Go out the band, and they just tell you like, that's what this shit come with. Some people try to use that to tell you like that's a lesson learned, like you don't want to end up like that or go through something like that. Don't take this route. You feel me? Then some people just be like, it's life. So it's all about how you deal with it and who you talk to about it, basically.
Now, you mentioned you were arrested a few times. You said you did your first bid at 21.
Yeah.
What'd you go to jail for at 21 for?
Possession of a controlled substance, manufacture, deliver, and 2 gun charges.
Okay. And how much time did you end up doing?
Of that case, all together in time, then I ended up doing like 4 months. I bonded out. Then I did house arrest, bonded off house arrest, and ended up getting a speedy trial. Ended up copping out for boot camp. I ain't do no trial. Ended up doing a full 2 conference and copped out for boot camp.
At 21, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd they end up catching you?
Shit, they called me, shit. I pulled over, traffic stop. Some shit was wrong with my car, they say, allegedly. You know how that shit go. Driving while black though, the whole time.
And after you get pulled over, did they bring the dogs or anything in, or they just searched your car? Did they get a search warrant?
Nah, how they put me over talking about some, that shit was 2014. Shit, they put me over talking about some lights. One of my lights was out. And they knew me too, so I'm going back and forth with them. They low-key illegal search my shit. They unlocked some shit that wasn't supposed to get unlocked. Then the judge, you know how that shit go. Anything to get they stats up, they motherfucking conviction rate up. You know what I'm saying? And the lawyer I had was some bullshit. She wasn't on shit, so you know that first case shit. You live and learn with that first case. You don't really know too much. So that's really what it really was. I thought I could have beat that shit if I would have really fought it. I only fought that shit down in like 8 months.
You get arrested, you do a little bit of time, and you come home, and what do you do with yourself then?
Shit. You know, everybody try that stay out of trouble shit. working out. You know, I did boot camp, so I came home on some get out, work out, get a job. Shit ain't work. Got right back to what I was usually doing. Beating motherfuckers up, gang banging, trapping. You know what I'm saying?
At what point did you start rapping?
I always fucked the music and shit. But like my first real music video was like 2012 or some shit. I still want to take it serious, like for real, for real. Like, did a couple more videos here and there. Every time I get out of jail, I'll drop a video, try to do it for real. But I'll be in the streets with my homies, get into some money, fucking on some bitches, whooping their ass, doing what, you know what I'm saying? Come to the street shit. I ain't really take it serious till after Duck Pass.
How do you and Duck know each other or are brothers?
We brothers on some street shit, like, that's my little brother on some, we met. He was doing this music shit. I cuffed him under the, just being around, like how he was coming. And we ended up getting into a lot of altercations. Our first week around each other, we got into like 4 shootouts in 1 week. You feel me? And he really ain't never leave my side after that. Like, we always knew each other since like 2011, I say. Cause my family fucking with his family. His little brothers be around me. My cousin was always around him. They met years prior, so we bump heads in the street, see each other, kick it, you know what I'm saying, get over some hoes, this and that shit. Him and Lil J, billionaire and all that shit. And then shit, like around 2012, late 2012, beginning of 13, that's when we really locked in and his bullshit became my bullshit. Same shit with my bullshit became his bullshit. We just locked in.
So you and Doug instantly clicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right off the gate.
Yeah, for sure.
What was those early times like for you guys?
Shit, them times just shit. Young niggas living life, shit. Day by day. Cause in Chicago, like, you know, I told you, like I said earlier, outside looking in, y'all probably be like, man, some fucked up living situations, or they going through some shit. Shootouts every day, kids getting killed, all type of gang banging, bad shit happening, police killing people. This bitch was busting. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, to us, the city was busting. You know, fuck what was going on. Like, man, you know, fuck what was going on.
Were you guys always hanging out in each other's hoods?
Yeah, like, I go over there on 6th, St. Lawrence, fuck around in Tuberville and shit. He'd come to the Greens. We in traffic, doing all type of shit.
I mean, was it like you guys had a click, an instant bond because you guys were both GDs and?
Nah, man, that GD shit don't mean nothing like as in to make a motherfucker click. It's just when 2 motherfuckers get around each other, it's like shit, like glue shit. Real niggas be around real niggas, real attract real. You feel me? When the motherfucker ain't who they say they is or fool as hell, it ain't gonna mix. Like, it just don't mix. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any stories you could share from Duck back then?
Like what? You gotta be specific. You feel me? I ain't gonna say no crazy shit, but what type of stories you wanna know? You know?
It could be just hanging out, having a good time, partying. Something funny happened. A fight, anything like that.
Shit, you can see that shit on YouTube right now. On my birthday a few years ago, we had to stump a motherfucker out at a bar for my birthday. Motherfucker played crazy over his little bitch. Shit, my little brother Tig, you feel me? Said something to a little female. Like, what up, how she doing? A nigga got on some Brock Lesnar shit, Tough Tony shit. Motherfucker had to stump his ears together. Something slight, though. They got me jumping off the bar, beating ass. All the guys in there smacking motherfuckers, beating motherfuckers, taking niggas bitches. All type of shit. There's a few was there. Wooski was there. Think Young was there. There's a few motherfuckers there, man. Like, you fuck niggas up, shit. Get high off X, lose your motherfucking mind, man. You know?
Yeah. What'd you think when he started to take off rapping?
What, sometime when the Slide song came out, or just in general when all his numbers started going up?
Just in general.
That shit was normal to me. I told him he was gonna do that. Like, you feel me? Just waiting on his moment. Like all that other people doing their shit, I gotta tell them, you gonna have your time. You gonna have your time. You know what I'm saying? Just matter of, you feel me, what song gonna take off. I always told him that. He always had, you feel my support on that. He always wanted me to rap and do it with him, but I told him he was gonna do that. Like, he gonna have his time to shine, and he did.
And then Slide takes off.
Facts. I was in jail when that took off.
You were in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get out of jail and Duck is a lot bigger than he
Facts.
was.
See, when it started, to be honest, when it started taking off, people kept coming to me in jail. Like the CEO was like, yo, ain't you such and such? Ain't you FBG? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Like, man, your little brother, he going crazy right now. That Slide song. So I wasn't in Cook County. I was in prison. I was downstate. You feel me? So to hear the song, I had to call home. I called my OG, and she was like, yeah, he going crazy right now. He got the streets on lock right now. They played the song for me with a phone. I'm damn, you feel me? Cause I ain't, usually a lot of the songs he do I hear before I went to jail or something. He went in there, made it down. I'm like, yeah, they said that motherfucker the one. So when you got motherfuckers in jail coming up to you telling you, then you call home, yeah, the screws was bubbling. I was like, yeah, I gotta hurry up, get out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that song was cracking. Definitely. You had mentioned that you and Duck got in 4 shootouts the first week you guys started hanging out, man. How many bad situations do you think you've been in with Duck?
I say, shit, I can't even name a lot of shit that happened. You gotta think about it. Been around since like 2012. He just died last year. That's what, 10 years, I think? Almost 10 years. So over a 10-year period, you want me to name how many situations a person been through with a person? Like, that's a lot. Over 10.
Over 10.
Yeah.
Now, going through a situation like that, is there any situation where you guys were like, damn, that shit was close?
Yeah. Everybody had those situations. Chicago.
And what was that conversation like between you guys, man? Was it like...
See, like, I don't know how people where you from or you from California, how they respond to shit, but like a serious conversation after a near-death experience be like, how can I, damn, shorty, they damn near fucked us up. Yeah, they goofy ass almost had one. But it's like a joking matter, because it's like, shit, yeah, we could be dead, but we not. So it's like, our sense of humor here in Chicago, a motherfucker having ups on you or almost killing you is like, turn to a joking matter. Like, it's fucked up, but you gotta be from here to understand what I'm saying. Like,
I hear you. Duck was, I believe, stabbed at least one time, and he was shot 2 times before he passed away.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he was more of a target because he was a rapper?
Yeah, for sure. You a face card when you rap. Like, anybody that rap and you get numbers like he doing, you a face card for your area. So whatever the situation y'all got going on with any other neighborhood, your face gonna be the first thing they think of when they think about that. You feel me? Like, when you think of right now the Lakers, you think of LeBron. You think about before LeBron got there, you think of Kobe. You think about the Bulls, you're gonna think of Michael Jordan, whoever representing that area at the moment and doing hella numbers and really in the streets, that's the first person you're gonna think of. Or as multiple people, then the first group of people you're gonna think of. You feel me? It's certain areas where niggas not even like that, but they got a face card, so then the first people you think of. Then there's some niggas that don't even rap, they're the first people you think of because they putting in work, so tit for tat, like, you know what I'm saying?
Were you worried about his safety, being that he was Duck and he was getting bigger and bigger, and there was a lot of threats about him and everything?
What you mean, like, was I worried about his safety? Like, I'm scared something will happen to him?
Okay, yeah.
Nah, not really. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, shit like that, you don't think about shit like that. You just make sure y'all on point. Make sure y'all moving right. Like, thinking like that, how your ass get got, like, you thinking too worried, but at the same time, stay dangerous. Like, you gotta move with your head on the swivel. So, you know what I'm saying?
You guys never talked about Duck moving out of Chicago?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And what would Duck say?
He gotta move his mama. I ain't trying to move right now. Shit like that, like, typical shit that'll make you not want to leave. He'd throw the typical shit out there first, but the real reason he didn't really want to leave until he moved his mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you ever around when Duck was shot?
The second time, I was going to pick him up.
Can you take me through what happened from your perspective?
In my perspective, I'm en route going to pick him up. It was Lil J party. It was Lil J birthday or some shit throwing a party. And I'm en route to go pick him up. He had to go bust a move. He went somewhere with somebody and ended up running to some ops. And it was a bang out. He had got hit in his leg. And everybody called me thinking he was with me. Whole time I was en route to go get him. There's all type of, confusion going on. We ended up going to the hospital. Ran into some ops up there, you feel me? They wasn't no shit. Police up there, they teething and shit like that, but end up linking at the party and shit. His ass came to the party. They took the little bullet out of his leg. It was like a little flesh wound, if I'm not mistaken, but for the most part, there wasn't shit really wrong with him. He was limping for a few days, and then, you know what I'm saying? But he came to the party right after that.
You mentioned his ops were at the hospital.
Yeah.
Looking for him or just...
Nah, they got hit too.
I see. Okay, so he just got stitched up and, went right back to it. Went right back hanging out.
Yeah.
Now, I remember seeing there was a rumor online where Duck was shot in like the shoulder at some point, but it was just a rumor and people were saying that he might have not wanted to admit that he had got shot again because he didn't want to lose his record deal. Is there any truth to that?
I remember that. I was on house arrest for that. Actually, I think I was on house arrest for that.
Is it true? So it's true?
Nah, it ain't true. I remember the little rumor. That's some shit with him and Rico Regulus or some shit. They was making the rumor, but he didn't get shot though. He went live and showed he didn't get shot.
Oh, okay.
But I know what you're talking about though.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd ask because I just remembered the rumor from a while ago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hell no, he didn't get shot.
All right. Duck's getting, bigger and bigger with this music thing, man. And I was really surprised because I know how aware everybody was of Duck being a target, man. And when I first seen the video of him, and heard the news, it was really surprising to me. How did you see everything from your point of view when that day happened?
I was in the crib with my kids. I got a call. You feel me? Like, your brother just got shot. You feel me? You know me. Which one? You feel me? They say Duck. I get my kids, get a babysitter. I fly downtown. Get to the hospital, I'm thinking everything good. Like, motherfuckers get shot all the time. So death was the last thing on my mind. I was like, alright, it's a shot, folks. He finna be good. Talk shit. Tweak on him for a minute. Yeah. Cause around the time, me and him, we was faking tour with each other. We was tripping with each other about his birthday. You feel me? And we was in shit about some months past. But we still was talking, but we kept getting to it over some petty shit. So every time we did see each other, we'd talk, then I go my other way, he'd go his way. But when that day happened, I ain't think too much of it. I'm just like, he got shot. I'm just gonna talk shit to him. And then shit, back to the regular, program. Music, money, whatever. Street shit, whatever.
Yeah, you were at the hospital?
Yeah.
When the doctor came out, I take it?
No, the doctor didn't come out. Like, we was outside like 170 something deep. Like, it was deep as fuck out there. A lot of police out there, but as in who was out there for Lil Bro, it was like 100 to 150 people, some shit like that. Motherfuckers sitting in cars, motherfuckers outside deep, then plus the police. So The doctor ain't come out. Mama Duck went up in there. She's up in there for a while. Everybody pulling up and shit. When she came out, she had one of his baby mamas with her. I walked inside the hospital. I'm the first person she told that he was gone before we got outside to everybody else. I walked in. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? She told me he died. You know what I'm saying? 506, I believe. I came out. Everybody, Bigga, what's going on? I kept walking. You feel me? I ain't want to tell them that. Then she came out and yelled out, bro was gone. And then shit, like the whole hospital went in pandemonium. You feel me? Like yelling, motherfuckers, you know all that shit. Whole lot of
Man.
feelings and shit.
Yeah, man, that was rough, man. I remember the day, you know, I was I was surprised. I thought he was gonna make it too. I think the first reports that came through the internet was that he was gonna be okay. You know. Yeah, man, it was sad day, man.
Yeah, it was a fucked up ass day. Yeah.
You said after Doug passed, you started getting more into music.
Yeah, cause over the time frame me rapping, he always just say, man, stop whooping motherfuckers, stop game making so much. Stop trapping, stop doing this, like get in the booth. You feel me? I wasn't feeling my shit like that. Like he always like trying to make me rap. I don't give a fuck. He always be like, I don't care if you gotta put me on every song. You feel me? With rap. And that's the same thing with Brick. Kept saying like, even if you don't like that shit, bro, like rap. So with Brick being gone already, then bro passing, I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it for them. Like, go crazy and just see what I go, how far I go with it. Shit. Now I'm doing interviews with you. To keep this shit pushing. It ain't just, that's like the main reason I rap, but at the same time, like, you know, I got other homies that passed from my block, you feel me? That told me to do this shit too. So, you know what I'm saying? I do it for their ass too. Do it for myself. It's a way to get out, so we on top of our shit.